surprising to me because Wyvern is so weak in lane once you use your Arctic Burn.
Yep,
Like,
you're offline for 50 seconds
Yes.
after you use it.
50-second cooldown is ridiculous, and it just turns you into a weaker ranged creep, basically, in terms of contesting, and Slaughter is already a very strong laner. So if you've got something like... I'm still feeling the Shadow Shaman, to be perfectly honest. You know, you've got no way to interrupt all of this chain CC, and it might mean that at level 2, you're just dead in the water as this Faceless Void.
Yep.
So
I want to see Willow.
Yeah,
Willow?
They pick Willow a little bit, not quite as often as
yeah.
some of these other heroes on their team.
But we're certainly feeling like it will be a position for here for DNZ for tempo, right?
Maybe. It could change it up a little bit. Sometimes they save it until the last pick. Willow is one of those types of heroes that they save until last, but...
I'd like to see a new hero.
I remember Tempo picking like a carry in like a fourth pick like last game as well. And assuming that Terrorblade, PA, Ricky, like they're all banned, and maybe Tempo might be a bit afraid about picking carry last pick because there might be not many carry heroes gonna be left.
Is there any carry heroes that you would like to pick into Winter Wyvern though? You've always got that cold embrace. Like what's something that Morphling? Okay.
Yeah, Morphling could be like one of the really good heroes, but it doesn't really synergize too well with the Oracle.
Ember Spirit...
Yeah.
It's alright.
Carry Slardar?
I mean, we
Yes,
saw Viking do it. They put it on Shad when we were thinking, oh, this is Toby, it's his best hero. They're just going to put it in the offlane, and they ended up winning that game. So could work for Tempo as well. We thinking this Ember Spirit's safe lane?
Well, I think Ember's gonna be just sticking mid as well, and then it could be Mag
I don't want to see Mag go into the void again. It didn't work out well.
5.
Surely you
Oracle
would want
4?
the Slardar against the Faceless Void so we can punch his head in a little bit. And then you've got the Ember Spirit maybe in the safe lane trying to provide a little bit of harass with a bit of magic damage with the Oracle as well. Then you've got the Magnus who can actually win his lane mid. I don't know. Like if I'm looking at this and I'm an offlane player, I'm just like, I want the Slardar. Let me punch in that little purple guy. Let's see if we can get on top of Miracle for this game.
I mean, we've seen Phos 4 Ember Spirits as well. It's not discounting that as a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Viper, huh?
Oh, it closes down a lot of options for Tempo. I think Magnus and Ember Slaughter, they're all not really good against Viper. However, they like Nigma wants to put, it could be Viper 5 or Viper mid, Viper 4, 3. I think it all like gonna probably work well.
Yeah, I think it's
At
mid.
his
Like,
face.
Weeha plays it mid all the time. It's one of his more stable heroes. You know, we've seen him kind of have some up and down performances in the last little bit, and actually just triggered my memory. Their 8-loss streak is over. You can stop the count now, which is nice. But, I mean, a Viper's a good way to go about doing that. It's just, it's safe. There's nothing really you can do to stop it all that much. I mean, I guess getting super aggressive with push, maybe a little bit before you get more points into the Nether Toxin, but... I'm kind of feeling OD a little bit here for Tempo. It gives them a little bit of a save. You don't have the highest mana on these cores as well, so you can burst them down relatively quickly.
You get free int from the Cold Embrace as well, right?
Yeah.
Got the
Yeah.
pseudo
Good
save
against the
versus the
Wyvern.
Winter's Curse.
You never want to play with Magnus and Slaughter on your same team and still pick OD.
Yeah.
Just feels doesn't right.
But like, what else can they
What
go
does
for?
feel right to you, QO? What is your spidey sense telling you? Not Broodmother. There's... Yeah.
I don't know. My spidey sense is they don't put Ember. They pick like a mid hero last.
I mean,
And then what are their lanes like? Do they have to default back to that position for Ember Spirit? So I mean, like a carry Slardar and then Magnus in the offlane and just say, Miracle's gonna have a good game again.
well, you just got to think what's good against a Viper, because 9 times out of 10, this is going to be Weeha Viper coming through. And again, saving Mind Control's hero to last.
Yeah, I really want them to just put Magnus mid. That's all I want.
Against
because
a Viper?
I think like picking another hero for Viper might be a bit over, like just way too much. Put Magnus mid and Slaughter plus, Slaughter plus 1 at top and the Ember carry with the Magnus buff. I think that's the most realistic option they could potentially have. I think that Nigma's 4th pick, Viper pick is,
It's very good.
It ruins a lot of plans for Tempo.
You can't solve that and the Faceless Void and the Timber Sword. That's the biggest issue.
Timber plus Viper.
Yeah.
Seem like lane wise.
This is pretty dirty coming in from Nigma.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, boys, time to clean it up. This is going to be a nice and easy one for us here in game number 2.
I think the only lane that Tempo has a chance of winning is their off lane. And so they just need to put everything in onto that. And hopefully the Faceless Void doesn't have a game. Because again, he is the win condition. So you just need to hope that you're able to stifle that enough so that even though you're going to lose these other lanes, it's a bit less of a factor. And it is the Morphling, right? It doesn't have great synergy with these things like the mag. And it's going to be a 5 mag as well. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's some decent right-click damage. And you are able to get some good magic burst through.
At least like
You can rush E-Blade on this. You
Yep.
don't need to go Manta, really. First, you can go E-Blade Manta. As
yeah,
opposed to
there's
Manta E-Blade.
there's not many like upgrade aren't carrier from like Nigma anyways. So it could be like a bit pointless.
I'm still going with Nigma though. It's just
Me too.
too much cheese to deal with.
Do you feel like that there's not enough here on the side of Tempo to deal with the Timbersaw, the Viper, and the Faceless Void all at once?
I just feel like all the Tempo's heroes are way too reacted.
Reactive.
from-
yeah, and I think
from
Morphling
Nigmas.
is going to be able to deal with one of the 3 cores,
Yep.
but then you're just going to run out of gas.
So we feel like that, you know, maybe Mind Control is going to have a little bit too good of a game here on the Timbersaw against the Morphling.
It doesn't have to be Mind Control. It could be Mind Control or Weeha or Miracle. Like,
Okay.
one of them is going to have a good game, maybe even 2.
Okay, well, what are we feeling here for predictions, boys? We've had a pretty hot streak over these last couple of days. Are we feeling like we can keep it going here?
Nigma.
Nigma.
Both of you guys are going to go with
Yep.
Nigma here. Is there any way that Tempo can get this done?
The Morphling gives them a small chance. I think it was the best of a bad situation, but he can't do it on his own, I don't think.
If they actually manage to hold the games for 30 minute, 40 minute, like the Dire hero, Nigma's hero can't really kill Morphling anyway. So if that happens, I think Morphling, yeah, once it's 5 slotted, I think he can carry the game.
Okay, so he has to get a lot of items. He has to get a lot of stuff done here for Tempo to get the victory here. Unfortunately there for Tempo, it feels like their draft has not given them that many win conditions. But let's see if they can get it done here against Nigma in game number 2. Our casters will be for one more time, OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Fogged. I mean, that's the question. Do you think Tempo has it in them with this draft to be able to deal with Nigma and once again to deal with that Faceless Void that they opened their draft with?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm loving the draft order that Nigma set themselves up in. It feels like they kind of just broke the draft from Tempo and broke the lanes in particular and put them out of the comfort zone that they probably wanted to have in this game.
He was just playing too much with the team, where I feel like with this game, it's something similar. He has to be super selfish this game as a Morphling. It's all about him. Can't go for bailing out his teammates and bailing out, you know, what's going to end up being a bad situation in some of these lanes.
I'm sort of over on the side of Nigma. I mean, obviously other than the obvious opening with Void feeling very strong, I mean, what else about their draft sort of really works that looks so scary?
They kind of just counter what... Oh, LeBron. He's surrounded by 3 or 4 heroes right now. He's going to get just some hits on him, get blocked a little bit. I think he'd be okay with the skewer. Yeah, he should be fine. I think they just counteracted a lot what Tempo has. Like, this Wyvern pick, for me, is a hero that I feel like is being underutilized in a lot of situations. And it's amazing versus Magnus and Slardar. Just full out breaks both of the heroes.
LeBron, he's trying to get someone on the cliff.
He might die doing so,
He really wanted to get someone on the cliff there. But
One
more hit.
He's in the tree line, but nope.
Got him, Iron. First blood for him. I mean, he tried, LeBron. He really tried to get someone up there.
But it shouldn't be a play he's doing because they could just TP down.
Wait, hang on. What's going on mid?
Oh, and now mid.
Whoa. Uh-oh. They're gonna need some TP straight away down the mid lane. You gotta help your Ember.
I mean, he's okay,
just
but
running him down. He will live. LeBron coming in was enough to sort of scare Nigma away. And we'll get 3 heroes down the mid lane. I mean, this reminds me of my 3K pops.
I guess we didn't block, so the Ember didn't block, so that it went all the way under his tower because it pushed forward, and then they were just there. So
it was just everyone's on mid. I love
Yeah.
it. The chaos is beginning. They will now start to split up. GH is of course going to head up top to help out Miracle against DNZ and Cry. And well, still around the mid. Iron Man, he's still playing around with LeBron.
getting pushed away now. We'll get a hit though on Noob though, so that Arctic Burn coming into play. But yeah, I'm still like that whole thing with LeBron level 1 was really weird. Because like even if he clips the Wyvern just flies down and Ruby just TPs. So him giving that death was pretty costly for him.
looking at sort of some of these other lanes that have been left a little quiet. This bottom lane, mind control on Timber against Mitch as the Slaughter. I mean, how does this work out? Put what, a few levels in it, and then the Timber takes over?
Same as usual. Yeah, it's like as soon as you're level 3 and your armor really starts to kick in, you're perfectly fine. First 2 levels though, Mitch does reign supreme. Slaughter is quite good. That bash is a lot of damage versus all these melees.
I mean, and that's the thing as well. Once the levels are there for this Timber, who comes down here to deal with mind control? Because I mean, it's not like LeBron's going to be able to much up right. What's he going to do? Step forward and get Whirling Death as well?
No one really does lane versus him almost at all. As Weehawk gets the solo kill in the mid lane, and bottom also, Mitch does go down to the percent damage of the Timber.
Looking a little rough already in these first couple of minutes. Nigma with these solid lanes. And this mid lane, I mean, you just look at the CS. It's
impossible.
It's not going to get any better. It is not going to get any better. 14-9 against the 4-0. This is, you know, this Ember's been well and truly vipered.
It just gets worse. This lane is not fun for an Ember at all at this point. He's gonna walk up, 1 or 2 quick poison attacks, and he has to run away again. As we watch the jungle, GH looks like he's gonna be able to find DNZ here. These boots. They're gonna play around the trees now.
DNZ trying to give him a bit of a dance. GH gonna bring him low. Finish him off with the Fade Bolt. Kills everywhere so far as it seems for
Mitch bottom.
Nigma.
Almost going down to the Whirling Death of Mind Control. And yeah, you see even gets Orb of Venom, and you know Mind Control, like, look at his items. Doesn't bring regen, doesn't care. It's now a Timber Saw versus a pure physical lane.
I mean, what in terms of movements that Tempo can make to relieve some of this lane pressure, when you look like the mid and the bottom, I mean, is it like a DNZ just not leave Cry? Like a come down and try and help out, or what's the plan?
I mean, at the end of the day, the game is about your Morphling, and your Morphling's still farming okay, so I think it's like, alright, we kind of just have to accept this. Like, you can check runes, but at least we'll check the Arcane rune for top, but want to leave Cry left top at all, ever. Maybe want to move him out of the top lane to bottom at some point as well. It just becomes a scary place to be in.
They've just got to try and... I mean, you know, I guess on this bottom lane, when the levels come in for themselves, it's going to be okay, but until the Mind Control has like his level 6, this bottom lane is just going to be just a no-go area, right? He's going to be diving into the Chakram and killing Magnus, Slaughter. These 2 heroes die very easily to the best of a Timber.
Yeah, nobody can really go up there. DNZ top, Miracle and GH will find him, and Krylat also makes his way forward to try to help out his buddy, but he's already set at 200 HP. He has no regen. He can't farm top very safe now. This is a huge concern.
Mid lane, Weehawk, he's hit 6, whilst Noob is still sitting on level 4.
And he knows he's in the jungle, and he's just going to steal his creeps even.
The creeps there, I mean, Noob was working on those hard. He was working on them hard, and Weehawk just comes in and steals the glory.
Oh god, yeah, this is such a hard game for them to recover. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be recovery points at all stages, and it's not like they have this like overwhelming amount of team fight to bring them in at all either. They only have a Magnus for their team fight, and it's a position 5 Magnus. Well, I see Nigma. They have tons of different ways to team fight with Void, with Wyvern, with Rubik, with frontline Timber and Viper too. They're gonna be able to press the issue forward and just not let Tempo farm.
No, and it's as you said, the fact that he's already having to do it for the 5, but the fact on top of it is just, it's not an easy Magnus game. He does manage to get the skewer in onto Iron Man underneath the tower, but look at this damage from Weehawk coming out to Noob. Noob's going to die. And Iron Man is fine. They don't have enough damage to finish him off. They're just going to collapse past the tower onto TNZ. Double kill for Weehawk. 8-0, 2k lead, and 6 minutes in, this tier 1 tower, it's nearly going down. They're able to do so much damage with this first siege creep.
They're actually all just chain tanking it. This is giving me memories. This is really reminding me of Team Secret's second game versus Tempo as well, where the game was pretty much over at the 7-minute mark. They were just dancing with 2 heroes in the jungle. There's just firm grasp, firm control as this tower is dead.
6.5 minutes in.
Oh, LeBron with the haste.
Oh,
Go for it.
I remember the juice. Oh, but LeBron got him. There we go. LeBron able to get a kill on the board for Tempo. Able to find something. I mean, they need it. I mean, so far, what they... Oh, all right, a second one here. Mitch and Kryler able to team up onto Miracle, chase him down.
Rubik. He's gonna find GH, the level 4 Ember versus the level 3 Rubik.
All right. They're getting some kills. They're getting some action. We are is going to run down DNZ. See if DNZ... Nah, DNZ is not going to live through this one. Viper strike down. We are a couple more hits. He can even turn his attention over towards another one. That's a little careful.
there's their own
Turn
Viper.
into the Viper. Some Viper on Viper action. Toxicity levels are rising. We are just kill Noob. But Tempo are able to clean him up in response, and it is Cry turning up for these core kills. You know, he was around for the kill on Miracle Pop, and he heads over and he's able to help get that kill onto Weehaw. So the Morphlings game still looks okay.
Don't look at the Ember's game though.
I mean, he did manage to get the circlet finished.
He did get the circle.
But it's wrong. It's wrong. Bottom lane. Another tier 1 tower is being taken here by Nigma at 8 minutes in, keeping this pressure up. Very, very early tower losses. And
This is just...
Yeah.
It's just brutal because now you're all put in a position where you don't really know where to go because your lanes are totally broken and no one wants to go to the hard lane. Like Mitchell will just tank it, he'll go up top, but bottom, like who wants to really farm down there? I guess it'll be LeBron. Noob can't even jungle safely because he just dies to anybody he runs into. He's not level 6 yet on the mid. It's like the slowest level 6 I think I've ever seen on a mid because of the matchup that he's in. He'll be given bottom.
Here we
He'll
go.
get a 6. There we
Here's
go.
his level 6. He's got the empower. Noob's ready to make the comeback of a century.
He's getting
Just
all the
needs the
last
time.
hits as well. Look at him go.
Doesn't
Didn't
miss a single one.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. He's ready to pick his game back up. See, LeBron, he's out with the TP. No, he is. That's an 8-minute roll of Atos done from We Are. Very, very spooky. 6 kills so far from We Are this game.
Armen, gonna be healing up here. Watching DNZ.
We Are over. DNZ's dead. It's gonna be another kill.
By the way, this is 9 minutes in. That's their base.
Nigma don't care. They're over the map. They're going wherever they want. They're killing whoever they want. They just cannot be stopped.
They're really just breaking the weakness of that tempo draft and just exploiting it at its maximum. As Krylet shows his face mid,
Dodges the Atos.
he's still getting chased out though.
It should be fine. Wait for him back again in a few seconds. Mind Control's going to need some serious burst to take him, and doesn't quite have it in him. So Cry will live. He's able to walk away. I think for Nick, they want to try and get this level 6 on RMN, so they've got another bit of catch with the ult. Got the Viper strike coming in from Weehaw. Will indeed fall. Another kill for Weehaw. 7-1-1. He's looking for high fives. Who's there to give it to him? RMN? Nah, he's going to deny it. No fight, no high five for Weehaw.
Ooh. Krylet farming low there on the side there with the Morbid Mask. Weehaw, he's just walking in. Clarities are running. Does have to watch out here.
Oh, they got the change from Noob. Yeah, getting first pretty low. They got him. The curse coming in a little too low as Tempo. They get the kill on Kui. Noob's trying to jump to chase down RMN, and he's doing it with his flame guard. The heal, it won't save him. Corner Grayson not enough to keep him alive. Able to make some sort of a kickback there against Nigma. As they do get Weehaw. I mean, it always going to be, has to be a little careful walking into the 3 of them like that. Cry, he's going to turn into the Viper and use, obviously, that break against the Viper, and that does make Weehaw melt pretty quickly.
Yeah, this Morphling is actually being the playmaker and the carry for his team so far.
He really is. And no, we were sort of saying he kind of needs not to, but I think the way that things went, Cry's like, right, I have to do it. I've got to do everything. And to give him credit, he is 2-0-2. He's making the magic work whilst his teams really do struggle.
He's making the magic work, and Noob, for being like a level 4 Ember or whatever it is, he's making these small little chains work in his situations where he's finding these kills. So definitely signs of life. It still is Miracle, mostly free farming, and Mind Control also still taking over the lanes, but not out of it.
Sits up. Try and lead NGH. Quite find the grab. None for now. And Tempo, they've got the 4 of them here. No RP for 45 seconds, but Cry, he's just stepping straight forward. He's going to look to try and burst down RMN. Some of the waveforms, not enough damage to kill the Wyvern. So this is, of course, space being created. Mind Control continues to maintain his residence in the mid lane.
Yeah, they have the 2 heroes that they want on the side of Nigma to farm, and then they have the 3 stallers just stalling up top as they're exactly supposed to. Just nuke out the waves with your double wave clears.
DNZ did try for the TP in front of the enemies with Disable move. It was not very effective, and he should pop. Oh, maybe not actually. Okay, hand over heels. All right. Hey, they sort of backed off on him, but they were scared to Cry.
Yeah,
DNZ there.
He had the full urn running on him during the entire ulti. And it's mostly magic, so he could just put himself 2 heals.
They do still have a curse. RMN's still hiding around the trees looking for the setup, but Cry and DNZ, they're playing it careful. They're not going to be caught out by this. They'll make sure they don't get jumped upon.
Yeah. GH also did get himself a false promise. Stolen out of that, though, so it's a pretty big steal. Definitely changed things a lot. Imagine they can't kill Mind Control anyway. Throwing a false promise in the right situation, and he's even more unkillable. And they're looking to smoke now, getting aggressive. Triangle here, they're looking for the snorkeling.
And it's slippery. Still a home kill.
But they get after them. That's the important thing, and they want to be able to do that. As
And then he gets burst. Oh, whoa! Wasn't Timberpool, but look at this. LeBron, he's managed to catch Mind Control, get him under the tower. Quick moves there from LeBron. He seizes the opportunity there as Mind Control just presents himself, and no hesitation, he gets him straight underneath the tower.
Very nicely done, and they have Mitch there too, so that big corrosive haze kicks in, and there was not the reactive armor stack built up just yet. So nice reaction
We
there.
are as well. Cry down the Viper, the shockwave
Here's
won't
Mitch.
connect. The telekinesis is Remnant in as well as the change on the 2 of them, but the curse is there. Holds back Mitch and Noob. Still finding time for Nigma to escape, but Cry, he's chasing. Zips in. We are backing off the side. We'll be healed up for now. Private holding great. They've got back up in with Mind Control respawning, jumps in onto Cry, tries to burst, and Cry still alive. Cry actually finishing off the kill onto the Viper. Now he's got to run Miracle's jumping, but he has no chrono still for the 2 minute. Cry, he's going to go for the TP out, and Cry, he's made it away. He's out of the action. Mitch tries to run down GH, but Nigma will be able to clean him up. The final bash comes in from Miracle. He finds Mitch. Nigma head over towards LeBron. They'll be able to clean up the Magnus too. Does Nigma continue to stay on top of the fight? But Cry he's living through it all. He's 3-0-3s on the way to the E-Blade. He really is, you know, the one potential for Tempo to turn around this sort of force that Nigma's being able to bring against them.
Yeah, if that curse doesn't go off instantly onto the Slardar there, they might actually be able to get just such a fast chain sequence of kills, but Nigma able to reset, get closer to their tower, and then bring the majority. It still looks very hard for Temple, but like you said, you Cry.
He's trying his best, Cry.
He's trying.
He's doing everything he can as this morph, but it's very, very hard with the power that Nigma's got. And again, I think any time in these sort of games where you see Miracle at the top, whilst his team's ahead, you know the damage is only going to get a lot worse for Tempo. They are going to struggle to deal with his Faces Force yet again. You know, coming through as the first pick. I mean, and this is why. It's just this hero that, regardless of the outcome of the draft, is very likely to have a good game when it's in the hands of someone like Miracle.
Yep, and it just always gives you late game insurance in a way. Miracle. Walking up, they're actually going to spot Noob here. He'll be just fine as the fight commences onto Mind Control.
Let's get himself over the ravine.
It's got a whole mech and 21 charges. Not the target that you want to go on anymore.
In fact, yeah, Mind Control knows that too. He's about to go in onto DNZ. Try and force out some sort of reaction. Right, trapped by the shockwave, waveform. Back underneath the tower as he stands aside. Miracle still on a little bit of a hunt there for Noob, but Noob he's cutting in deep, cutting the waves. RMN, curse available if the fight does kick off from
He sees
Tempo.
them. He might be able to get a good curse here.
He's trying to find it. And he gets them all, but the shift has already begun. It's already begun, so Cry is more than fine. And Mitch, he's actually trying to turn this. He's running down RMN. He's able to burst him over the physical damage, gets the cold embrace off. Now we are turned with a vibe stroke, but there's the false promise, keeping Mitch alive, and they're able to finish off the duel on Iron Man. They've got the RP available. LeBron locks down the Timber, skewers him away from every sort of backup. The Timber in trouble as he's held underneath the tower. DNZ nukes him down, claims the double, and Noob, he's not done. He's a jumps forward with Remnant. Uses up We Are. Mitch trying to get in with the ultimate. We Are turns, heavy burst onto Mitch, trapped back by the shockwave. Miracle's now turned up to the fight. Mitch, he's got to run. He's trying to Chrono's down. James holds back Miracle for a second, but they come to an end. Miracle's able to head over the Chrono, and with the help of We Are, claim the lives of both of them.
Pretty decent for them initially, until that Void does show up, and then they overstay their welcome a little bit. Cryolite is also under vision here for a second. Nigma was trying to set up on him there. Yeah, decent signs of life until we do see it's every time. It's when Miracle shows up.
Yeah.
They have to just back away.
Look to their middle tower.
Cryolite, they saw the Eagle song finish now, so it's going to be a straight shotgun build. Which you'd imagine versus a Wyvern at 2, that he's going to go for this build this time.
Yeah, even for potential saves against the Void, if Miracle isn't to catch him in the Chrono.
Yeah.
E-Blade Ghost Swarm can definitely disrupt some good moves from Miracle.
Yeah, he can protect the curse target. He can protect the inside Chrono, and he can also burst down those Cold Embrace targets too. Alright,
They're gonna find Iron Man, but he's up the high ground. One charge is will save him. Tempo's still hunting. Might find the courier here. LeBron, he's going to be able to get Iron Man's courier. Couple of hits. She's steering away there from mind control. Very worried about being burst by the Timber as he TP's straight out. Cry looks to finish off the tier 1 top. They'll put the fortification, and we are moving over as well as mind control. Tempo's got to be careful as mind control for the catch. He's able to slow down DNZ. We are getting in range. Should shortly be able to try and find the rod onto one of the 2 of them, but DNZ, yeah, they found him. DNZ's locked down. Foz promises himself to keep, or at least try and keep himself alive, but a lot of damage is coming through. He's got the iron heal, so it will be a good amount of heal, but the overwhelming damage from Weehard with that poison does finish him off.
It's getting close to the Vessel on that Oracle, though. If you had Vessel there, perhaps he's actually almost ticks over it. Now they're looking to punch back. They bring everyone top, but now Nigma is reacting to GH top.
They have RP.
But he's dying too fast.
Curse is going to be that setup, and LeBron very likely to be burst as soon as the curse comes to an end. They get Mitch too. Again, it's just so hard to fight Nigma's lineup. RMN always having this curse availability to turn around these attempts now for Tempo in the mid game. And with 2 dead, Nigma's going to head into the pit. 10 seconds away from Chrono. They're more than happy to take a fight if Tempo do and come over to contest it.
And we actually, I didn't get to point this one out before, but it's been 90 seconds that GH has had in power for Miracle too. So again, the Void is powered up throughout the majority of these fights to increase that farm.
There we have it, yeah. Miracle just continue to stay on the top. Maelstrom, Manta done. Has Chrono Cry. Mind in mind, it's one trip. No,
Really wants to get the bounty rope.
He's going to look for mind control.
He almost actually got him with that burst. That was a nice little attempt there.
Yeah, without sort of that mech burst here, he would have been very, very low. Got some banter here from GH.
I wonder what that means.
I hear it's
Do you speak
incredible.
Arabic? Because I do
No,
not.
unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. But it was GH, so it probably was, I love you guys. And then Ember, I'm sure, said, I love you as well. I'm sure well, they were having some banter at the start. I think these two teams seem to, GH at least seems to know a fair few of the players.
Yeah.
No, definitely, definitely got some friendships, a bit of banter between these two squads.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's just gonna be really, like we said, the Cryolite, it's just him. Noob has slightly recovered this farm, but it's still just it's so damn hard for them to do much of anything. We again, Solar Crest buffing up Miracle, then power all over again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Top tower is no more.
It's just so hard for them to even start the fight on tempo. They're so close to Mitch having Blink. He's 10 gold away. Then they actually have a real form of initiating fights, because before that it was just really awkward for them. maybe this will be something that can start to bring them in, because it's also level 12, so level 2 corrosive haze is nothing to just write off either.
It's going to be hard, but
It's
going to be very hard. Yeah, 7k down, 22 to 10. Nigma just having another very fiery game.
And there is the Solar Crest to counteract this level 2 corrosive haze too, so Mitch, they spot him.
Oh, that's going to be the jump from Cry. Tries to burst down Iron Man. It isn't enough. LeBron steers him, but doesn't get the connection onto Iron Man. Tries to drag him in as well with a shockwave. It won't be enough. Heals there on Weehart. Protects him for now, but Noob's going to try and jump on the backlines. Look towards Iron Man. Noob, bring in Weehart a little low, but it isn't enough to finish him off straight away. It does hit him with the chains, but Weehart just standing his ground. Shooting straight back off the end. A jump forward from GH with the stolen remnant. Looking to close the gap on LeBron. Cry does manage to get in a burst down a second. But Miracle is there with a chrono commitment onto Noob. Cry's TPing out. So it's a 2 for 2, and you know, Cry's finding some in. LeBron gets the RP off onto Mind Control, but it is just an RP in an attempt to save him himself as he continues to run. GH in with the blink, lifts up TNZ. Time is being bought for Miracle to head over. He'll use the false promise, but if Miracle can get a few punches in, it will be more than enough damage to make sure that DNZ's life comes to an end after false promise. And look, they're not even done here. Mind Control, he's jumped in very deep against the two of them. Miracle is happy to join. Cry's going to try and turn onto the two of them, but Miracle is holding his ground for now. Will jump out now, respect the respawn of Mitch. First Mind Control low.
Lifted.
Cry, he's got to be careful. The bash is coming out, but he does start to shift into strength. He's low on mana, trying to find Mind Control. He's still alive, Cry, but finally he falls. Miracle finishes him off. Miracle's over towards Mitch, and indeed the stolen corrosive haze from GH is making all the difference. The Fusion Blade slow onto LeBron. They dive in space. It's a triple kill for Miracle. Noob, can he do? He tries to hold with the chains. Miracle. I mean, he feels how strong he is right now. He's on the verge of hitting level 20 at 23 minutes in, 14k net worth. They got the Void twice in the series, Nigma, and Miracle is certainly just showing how destructive this hero can be at the moment. One of the best carries in the game.
And now we're understanding why they did Void Spirit safe lane. You know, they were just confusing the heroes in that other series.
I guess so, yeah. Maybe, you know, during the draft phase, you type in Void, you press enter or whatnot, and next thing you know, you're playing the wrong purple guy in the safe lane. Could have happened.
Yeah, this just feels like such good draft.
That is it. Six, he's really trying his best up against the power of Nigma. As Nigma still holding a confident lead, but Tempo definitely a team that they certainly give it their all when they're behind.
Yeah. If they weren't so behind, I would say.
Sorry, is it?
Oh, they go for Mind Control.
And Kai's is gone. Now, indeed, look at towards the Timber. They're preoccupied Tempo, and they won't mind losing a couple of couriers for getting a big kill like that. Miracle. He's got a big catch. He's got himself more, but DNZ will buy some time. Cry, still Cry going to take a lot of damage, and he's low on mana, so no way for Cry to get out of this. Miracle godlike now on the board. Over towards LeBron he goes. A double kill for Miracle. Mitch, he's left behind. The tips are coming out. It's a triple kill for Miracle, as we are seeing yet again just another Well, he makes it look easy. You know, both of these games. Miracles faces Void, just blowing away the competition. 6k ahead of anyone else in the game at 26 minutes in. It just seeming untouchable.
He's really been on fire, like both of these games. Sure, his team, he has this amazing team around him, and they're making so many plays to make him look this good. He's just individually getting perfect situations for himself. These chronos every time, he's just always just catching the right heroes. He did have the one blunder where I think he whiffed one earlier in this game, but pretty much across the board, he's just making it look easy.
Player's going to be next, Miracle. Reaver's already picked up, looking for that Satanic. Also finds himself a Titan Sliver.
Sure, why not?
His game just continues to get better and better. Tempo, they're going to try with the smoke out. Looking for an opportunity with the blink carpet. See if they can bait anything else out mid. Miracle just baiting with the Mantra Illusions for now. Knows to play it safe, keep close to the safety of We Are.
Where do they go though? Like all their lanes are pushing in, top and bottom are just shoved in super hard. So I guess it's
They're going to try and catch bottom.
They're gonna try.
You know, they can
kill these
mind
two.
Control.
Yeah, these two are vulnerable.
Mind control shows. There we go. In with the burst. And this time not enough straight away. The curse and the cold brace keeping mind control set. Mind control is going to turn. There's the rest of Nigma are coming across. So Tempo want to finish this kill. They've got to do it quickly. Mind control again. Save Iron Man with the Glimmer Cape. Cry turns over towards Iron Man at the same time on back of it all. The jumping DNZ forcing him to false promise himself. The RP comes out locking down mind control. They're still trying to finish. They finally are able to do so, but now they've got to run. Miracle's in town and he's got his eyes on Noob with a very short remnant off to the side. Tries to pick it out. Will manage to jump over to the side, over the trees, but Miracle's got the vision, slows him down with the diffusal. Another cleanup by Miracle's Void. They do get those 2 kills, but it just takes them a little too long that time round. Iron Man able to buy time with the curse and the embrace, and as we're seeing, it's just once more just this cleanup that favors Nigma.
Yeah, and it's like even if they kill earlier though, it's not like they're getting much. It's just kills. It's not turning into anything else. It's still a real sad game for Tempo. No matter what does happen. And we do see the Timber, sure he survives because the Greaves in the hood, but... Yeah. It's just a free Miracle game, though.
Again, with this lead, it just sort of feel like they can do what they want, play it a bit easy. Play it as slow as they fancy. Miracle is just a couple hundred off the Satanic. That's coming in for him soon. See how far as we are with the Solar Crest for the full utility, trying to get this Hex online. Having that extra bit of catch so they can punish Cry when Cry tries to start these fights as the Morphling. Cry knows he's going to go for the BKB next after that matter. So he has some sort of way of standing strong in the fights without too much of a worry, but still obviously many methods of fighting through the BKB that the Nigma's heroes do have.
Yeah, and it's still just him getting farm. Ember and Slard are not finding much of anything.
Here we go. And for the chase, DNZ. Try to run. Cannot run from this Void. Miracle.
They're toying with their food at this point. Go into the Roche Pit, Miracle. You have like, they don't need to be running around looking to be merciless killers.
I mean, they just want to kill. Mitch goes down. Miracle's running up top. They've got Chrono. Oh, Cry's on the cliff. He is away though before Miracle's able to get in and commit with the Chrono. Now they'll look for Roche. There we go. They know they've well and truly pushed Tempo right out of this area of the map. Roshan is there for the taking. Closing on a 20k lead.
Uh-oh.
We're trying to find Noob. Might just... He's got Stolen Crush as well, looking down. Comes in a little early. He's able to dodge it with a sleight of fist.
Oh, the Stolen Crush
locks him down. Noob, he's going to go for the TP out. Off to the side he goes. He's trying to run. Trying to make them take as much time possible to kill him off, but they do kill him. Miracle beyond godlike. It just continues. You know, if you're a team watching this and you're playing against Nigma, you've got to have some serious answers for the Void, or just straight up take it away. You know, first pick, it comes in, it does this much, can't stop it. It's just looking terrifying in Nigma's hands.
Look at him go.
That's
He's
all.
just diving in. Track.
Taking a lot of hits there from the fountain, not enough to kill him though. Time back to full HP, and even there, clowning around, diving up towards the fountain, it just doesn't matter. They're that far ahead. Newer comes in, drags them off to the side, but it's LeBron straight out of action immediately again. 50 seconds, he's down. Miracle's over towards the mix. The bash is coming in thick and fast from this Void as Mitch is going to lift now. Krylat is not though. Jump over from Miracle, turns his attention towards the good target, and they're just being out of the fountain. Oh, he's going to time walk in. Look at that though, he's trying to rely on the safe Chaddick, he's getting greedy, but it's working, and he's back up to full HP. There we have it. There we have it, Fountain diving with no cares at all. 29k lead, Miracle just doing whatever he wants right. They're gonna still try, and I'll still try and do something here, Tempo, but it looks pretty bleak. 30k down, bottom rack's gone, Miracle's in, he's ready for more. He wants to pad up that scoreboard even more than he did in the first game. They are underneath the tower, but it doesn't matter. Miracle just right-clicking them all. He gets close to the fountain. It's not close enough to kill him, though. There we have it. GG is called. Nigma in this game, too, just leaving no chances for Tempo, as this was a complete beatdown.
Yeah, I think the draft kind of just broke them down a lot. I think the lanes were just impossible for them to